Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to edit photos. Now I've put together a bunch of photos that we have in this folder over here. Most of these photos were taken with a regular digital camera. These few photos over here were taken with a by a professional photographer. As you can see, the quality is very sharp, etc. So I'm going to show you how to edit these photos. We'll just take a few for it as an example, and we'll see what we make of them. So the program I'm going to use is acdsee Pro. It's a very good program for editing pictures. It's not a free program, but it's very good. Okay, we're going to go to Process, and there we go. Now the main thing we're going to play with here is the exposure and the contrast. This is going to give us a big edge. Now the main thing we want to do is we want to get rid of all the background. We don't want this background over here to be grey, we want it to be a white color, so it'll blend in nicely, and we want the picture to stand out nicely. This is actually the back of an item, but here we go. Okay, then lift up the contrast a bit, give it a bit of exposure, and I'm just going to crop this item. Okay, and there we go. Let's move on. I'll save that. And here we go. Now this has already quite a white background, just needs a little bit of contrasting, and it'll be looking really good. So there we go. We'll just bring up the contrast a bit, and we're done. Next, same over here. Just a bit of contrast. And there we go. Now I want to move on to the pictures that were taken with a digital camera. This picture over here, for example, was taken with a digital camera, and there we go. Perfect. You see our background is gone, and it blends in nicely. There's another example. Alright, this is a nice one. There we go. It might be a little bit dark. You can put a bit of exposure, get a bit of lightness in there. Now these are the photos that Joel took. Now as you can see, there's no it wasn't taken in such a good light, and pretty plain pictures, but let's see what we can do with them. Firstly, I'm going to start with the contrast over here, pull it up quite a bit, and a bit of exposure to try and get rid of that whiteness. Now as we go a bit brighter, what we're going to find is that we're going to get this glare over here. If we would have had a nice reflector, we wouldn't have had a glare from the flash. Let's bring it up just a bit more. It's a bit too much. Okay. And now I'm going to just crop this. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Save that. Next. For this program, first you have to do the developing and only afterwards edit. So let's just see. This is already much better than the previous one. No glare. Just bring this up quite a bit. Bit more exposure. And there we go. You got a bit of distortion on this picture. It wasn't taken straight. It was taken at an angle. But we'll leave that out for now. Just crop that. And there we go. That's really ready. Here we go again. Same thing. Put up the contrast. Bit of exposure. Okay, there's a lot of functions over here that you can play with and get get even better pictures. And we'll just crop this. Just try and get rid of that writing at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just move on a bit, give you some more examples. Let's try the one. There we go. Simple. Let's crop that. Okay. Cheese. We need to get a bit more lighting in there. That's about as good as we can do it. Okay, here's another example that I took with the digital camera. Let's see what we can do with it. And now we're going to, when I flip this, let's rotate. And we'll crop it. Okay, we've got quite a bit of reflection over here in the back. This was taken in a polystyrene box, so that you can see the reflection over there. Let's do one more. Now this is a good example. This was, I took it home on my tablecloth over there, so you can see not much lighting, but let's see what we can do with it. We'll put in a bit of light, and we should get something quite good. There we go. Let's just crop this, flip it. So we took a very ordinary picture, we got something really nice out of it. So once again, depending on the quality of the pictures you're starting with, you'll spend less time and get nicer results.